Welcome to the succulent home. So glad you guys are back. I'm gonna do a revamp on my pot right here. I had this in the backyard. It was full, it was luscious. You probably potted along with me when I did it. But now it looks empty because there was a succulent right there in that spot. And I had to rip it out because it didn't go good. I haven't been watering it, and that's why those aloes back there look really dehydrated. I did give it a big drink of water last night, but I'm going to be using this echeveria, and I'm going to put her right there in that empty spot right here in the front. I'm going to move this one to this spot back here, which is next to her little sister back there. Can you see that? Look at how shriveled she is. So this is gonna fill that space back there. I'll leave this right here then. And I think that will be it. I think I'll just, I think that's all I wanna do to this. And then maybe add some white rock top dressing. We'll see. We'll see how we go. But I do need to like clean her up a little bit. So, ugh. Anyways, so stay tuned. Go get your pruning stuff. Go get your succulents. Go get a pot that you can revamp, and let's just do it together. What do you say? All right. So this is the section that I'm going to revamp as far as removing. I'm going to move this one and put it back right there. This one's not even all the way in. Which, as long as your roots are touching the soil, Laura Eubanks says that it'll be fine. This one definitely created a really good root system. Do you see that? So I'm gonna move her back to over here next to the little one. There's a lot of new growth way at the bottom of that one too, so. I kind of want them pretty snug in there. Okay. And then with this one, throw this in there. This soil actually had a lot of like bark in it, in that succulent soil, in that particular one that I'm using. Okay. I think I'm going to add a little, I'm going to take her out. I'm thinking to take her out to add a little bit more soil just to this section, so she can sit higher. Just so she can sit higher. And then I'm going to do another good soaking to this because it's definitely dehydrated. So spring is all about spring cleaning, right? So take a look at some of your succulents that you have in the yard and see if they could benefit from some revamping or adding some new soil. You know, after a while, sometimes our soil, watering it over the months and years, it starts losing its volume, like its level. So some of your arrangements might need that. I mean, if they're anything like mine, obviously they've lost some, you know, height. So that's what I'm doing right now to this one. I think I might do it to these aloes back here as well. I'm just going to clean up some of these dead leaves that are on these. Okay. She looks pretty good. I see some new growth, too, in there. Good roots. Okay, I'm going to put it back where it was. And I'm going to set it just right here. So it looks a lot better, it being a little bit more higher than it was before. Love it. Okay. It's really overcast over here where I live in Northern California, and I hear the birds chirping. It's not too hot. It's just the right time to pot up some of these babies of ours. So you never want to pot up or revamp when it's really, really hot. So it's good to do it in spring when you can. So this is an Echeveria Pearl von Nurnberg. You guys say it so well. I kind of butcher it along the way. I don't mean to, but I do. The names are just so hard. In general, I'm not good with names. If you're anything like me, you're good with faces and you remember people's faces. But as far as names, it is really difficult. Okay, this got a little dirty because of the dirt, sprinkling the dirt from the other one. So as you can see, it's pretty dry. I didn't want it to die in that little container, so I didn't want to overwater it. But I'm just gonna break it up a little bit because I added a lot of more soil, so it doesn't need that much. I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to take all of its roots off, but I do want to add some of its soil that it's in to this already. So, as you can see, still leaving some of the root systems in. I'm going to have to come and blow some of these. So it's sticking out a little bit, which I don't mind the look of it sticking out as long as, as long as the roots are pretty much covered. Not pretty much, but are covered on the sides, because I just don't want to see it. Huh? My little one says it's starting to rain. So maybe I should just let this get natural rain and not water it right now. I could do that. Gonna use this to like smash down a little bit some of the soil, pushing the soil of the top of that area with the soil that I'm putting in, just so it can eventually stick together. Okay. So that's in there. And I gave it plenty of room. I gave this one room. Oh, here, hold on. I gave this one room and this one room to continue to stretch out widthwise. This one has some babies growing on it. This one gives it room to produce some babies, but also just grow on each side. I don't want to have them so stuck together that they don't have room to stretch out and like make room to grow. I don't want it to stunt their growth. I'm going to go ahead and keep this right here just for right now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lift these. I got to be careful because this one's a little bit more tricky because it's a bigger root system. You see that? So I didn't want to disturb too many of these. Now, look at this. Some leaves have fallen. Do you see those little tiny euphorbia? I think this is a euphorbia. I'm not quite sure. Could be wrong. So I'm going to keep these and just stick these in the back, in the middle of this. How cool. I've never seen, honestly, I've never seen the propagation on the tip of the leaf. Only right here of the leaf is where I've seen it. Sorry, hopefully this isn't a thing. So I've never seen it in the top of the edge of the leaf. I've always just seen it right here once this gets calloused. That is so cool. Comment below, you guys, and tell me if that's how to propagate those in the future. So I'm doing this because I want to add a little bit more soil to this area, so we can get a little bit more height on more height. To these guys. I got some babies getting produced here. I'm gonna tear off the, this is like a dwarf aloe, a blue. It's really pretty actually when it's flourishing. This one, not so much. But see how that produced a little pub there? They do produce a lot of little pubs. Just gonna take some of these real dried out ones that's not gonna recover, I know it. And yeah. Now I'm gonna place it back in here. In this direction. Okay. And I'm just doing this so that it could have some more height. Okay. why I'm doing this. The root system will find its way back down. I don't have to have a big old hole for it to do that. Okay. Yep, it's raining on me, guys. It's starting to rain. And I don't know if I should add a little bit of a top dressing, just because. Okay, now I think I'm going to add a little bit of some soil. I'm going to move these little propagation babies. I'm going to add a little bit more soil back here too, as well. Just so it all has the same look. We've been needing rain for some time now over here. Our poor farmers, our produce, everything has been needing some rain. It hasn't really been raining this winter, but I'm looking forward to the rain in spring. So now that I've added that, I'm going to go ahead and add these babies back here, or right in the middle of these already. Okay, so you can see what I did all the way around, all the way around. I'm going to have to hurry and finish this. I'm not going to top dress it right now. I'm going to let the rain from outside hit it. I'm going to clean up my little mess. Oh, I didn't put this one back. Let me put this one right here. Right, why not? Okay. Let the rain hit it, and then I'll do some top dressing. So for right now, that's it, guys. A really quick revamp before the rain really starts pouring down and it's all bad. So let's clean up this. So until the next video, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed potting up and revamping with me. Well, till the next one. God bless you. Bye.